Afternoon, everyone. Steve Georgia here from Allendale's trading floor. It is March 29th, day before the big report. We've got a lot of movement here today, and actually it seemed like guys were just taking some risk off the table today. Corn down again. Corn down about 16 cents today. Puts that May corn down at 6.04. So we've seen more than a 70-cent slide right now as far as that May contract, sitting near that $6 area now. And December pulling back as well at 5.24. So your next solid area of support in December is at 5.05.5. You know, we had more of a bearish thought in mind going into this report. Now here we've made that move before the report, not after the report. So it'll be interesting to see what USDA comes out with tomorrow morning at 7:30, planning intentions and quarterly stock report. Just to give you guys some of the estimates right now as far as planning intentions. Corn, we're looking at about, the average guess right now for corn is 94.72 million acres. And in beans, looking at 75.39. So a slight increase in beans and an increase there on that corn. But now that we're back at these levels, what's going to happen? We did have China come in today and buy some beans, as you guys probably seen that earlier this morning. Are we going to find some demand? We know export sales that came out today were very weak. So we'll see if we start finding demand at these levels now that we have seen the 70-cent break. But what you're finding is corn had a big open interest and big long positions from the funds. And as we've been writing about in the beans, a record open interest in beans. So we've seen some of that come off the table here today. The wheat market down today as well, 18 and a quarter cent lower, putting that May at 6.12, the December at 6.66. So $6 still support there for May, and then down at that 6.50 area there for December. So we'll see what happens with that. But not only did the grains end up finding some of the selling come in, but so did crude oil. Crude oil was down $2.50, 102.80. Okay, we broke below that solid area of support. We were in this range between 105 up to 108. We broke below that 104.90, the low that we had here a few weeks ago, and we've seen some selling pressure come in from that. Longs just getting out or whatever you had. But sharply lower again for crude. The dollar was supported a little bit today, up 5 3/4 cents. The dollar hasn't mattered a single thing in the last few weeks, but it did find a little bit of support today. The stock market pulling back a little bit, down about 33 points, so not a big move. Some of the markets you would expect to see a big move from this, the metals. We've seen the metals very volatile over the last few days and the last several weeks. But gold down about $2 today, and silver actually up 22 cents. So they're actually relatively quiet from what we've seen in the past, as I mentioned, the past few weeks. But something else that we've seen money come off the table in the recent weeks, cattle and hogs. They did the exact same thing again today. Cattle down about $1.60, putting that April at 122.85. So down pretty hard again. You got the June sitting at 118.70. You had good support at that 120 level. We took that out, and we've seen some stops getting hit and pushed us lower. And now we're sitting at this 116.70. You know, our target on this is down to that 118.70. I'm sorry, is where it sits right now. Our target's at 116. So we're looking for another couple dollars lower yet. But we took out 120. You saw the sell paper come in and really push things down. Yesterday we had mentioned that cash cattle had traded $2 lower in Kansas. Today another $1 lower, down to 125 here in the Southern Plains. So continuing to see this cash trade a little lower, and that's what's continuing to get the big long positions that were built in this market. You're finding them come off the table right now, continuing to push us lower. We've got this seasonal decline right now, and looks like it could continue even on the charts. In the hogs, we've seen the same pattern. Broke down below support again today. April hogs down about 85 cents, with the Junes down 207 right now. So finding pressure again for hogs. Usually, as we've been mentioning, we see a seasonal bottom as we go into April. So are we going to see that here the next couple days or even next week? But usually we do. Did we flush enough people out of the market? Today there was a lot of panic once we went through a lot of these support areas, not only in the hogs, but also in cattle. Cash markets continue to decline. We need to watch that. That's going to be a good trigger for us to come in and look for this bottom to move in, but we haven't seen that yet either. So we're still looking at declines right now as far as the cash markets. I guess those are some of the main key things that we've got to watch as far as the hogs. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. It'll be very busy in the morning. Give us a call. 7:30 this report comes out. It will be a market mover. Just in which direction? I guess we can flip a coin. But a lot of talk here that the bears might have moved in a little early. And are we going to see, even on a bearish report, are we going to find support or not? So we'll need to see. But yeah, the expectations right now, a little bit friendly, a little tighter stocks on quarterly stock report. And we'll see what it does as far as acres. As I mentioned, 94.72 acres in corn and 75.39. Those are your averages that we're looking for right now on those commodities. So give us a call over here with questions that you have. 800-262-7538. Stay close to Allendale here as we go into that report. We've got a lot of things that are going to be moving very quickly tomorrow. So give us a call or check us out on the web, allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys had a great day today. We'll talk to you tomorrow.